We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. We are here today joined by Tabatha Coffey. And now I want to talk to you guys about our next guest, Jasmine, okay? Because Jasmine has a very interesting dilemma, okay? Like most women, Jasmine has dreamed of walking down the aisle. She probably has the dress picked out, had the colors picked out. You know how us ladies do, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
You don't know.
I never had that dream, but okay.
Well, this is part of the dilemma because Jasmine actually finds herself more attracted to women and has had better relationships with women than she has with men. But she can't let the fantasy of the wedding go. So everyone, please welcome Jasmine to the stage for us.
Okay.
So even though you have this attraction to women, you still want to marry a man.
Yeah.
Tell us what is going on, my
It's
dear.
difficult. See, I'm getting to the age where I kind of want to settle down a little bit, you know, build a family and all that stuff. But, you know, men, especially out here, they're kind of different. And I'm just trying to mesh with them, but it's harder. Like, I just feel like with women, we connect, and it's just like, I'm really happy. Like, I'm happier with women, but the wedding with a woman and making kids.
I'm
with women,
confused.
it's hard.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. So, you enjoy being with women
Yes,
in all ways,
Like in
sexually and,
everything.
you know, contact and everything.
Yeah.
But you want to marry a man.
Yeah, well, because in the long run, when I have kids with a man, I guess, it's just like, it's free, kind of, because you're just having
what's
sex.
free?
What's free?
Well, the whole having the sex and having the babies. I'm just afraid that it's not gonna work. Like, I don't know how to explain that to a kid and be like, you know, yeah, it's just us two mommies, you don't really have a daddy, and then they're gonna get ridiculed.
All right, you know what? Listen. Okay, so here we go. I'm a lesbian and very proud of it. Right? And I've been with my partner for over 16 years. Better than most heterosexual marriages, actually.
Amen.
And we have a very nice life. I don't have children because I don't like children. If I did, there are various ways. Yes, I could get in vitro. Yes, I could adopt. Yes, I could go and find a guy and do what I had to do to get myself pregnant, whatever, I'm just saying. But you're not giving, like, do you know what you are sexually? It's okay if you don't, but do you know what you are? Are you gay? Are you bisexual? Are you straight and just like fooling around with girls? What are you?
Well, if I had to label myself, then I would say that I'm bisexual.
Okay.
If I had to label myself, I would say I'm bisexual.
How does that feel saying that?
It's a little awkward.
If there was a feeling underneath awkward, what would it be?
Fear, I guess. I'm kind of,
Tell us about the fear.
I don't know, I just feel like, just saying it just makes me feel like people are now just gonna look at me awkward. Like, I mean, in a weird way, just be like, automatically,
How do you look at you?
Sorry. I guess I look at me like, this is awkward.
It's okay.
I don't know, kind of nothing special, I guess.
Nothing special. Tell me about that part that says, I'm nothing special.
I just, like with the looking in the mirror thing, I just look in the mirror, I'm just like, it's just.
But you're beautiful.
Thanks.
I mean, if I look at you, right, I look at a beautiful young girl.
I think you need to do some more soul embracing because I think you already know who you are. And your sexual orientation, your sexual identity, how you choose to define yourself is only one piece of that. I think that you have adopted somebody else's script for you. whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, whether it's society, they have told you what your life is supposed to look like in order for you to be okay. And you realize, wait a minute, that's not who I am. And you don't know how to be okay with that.
You know, coming out, I came out when I was very young. And I thought my mother would be super accepting. And was so not accepting. It was awful. And I went back in the closet. Then I came out again, then I went back in, then I came out again. And, you know, part of the reason was because I knew who I was. I knew I was gay, knew who I was attracted to, but I kept going back to live everyone else's life. And part of that was my mother's fantasy of me having a wedding and getting married and one day having grandchildren for her. And I realized, probably a little younger than what you are now, but definitely when I started to get into my mid-20s, I had to live my life. And really, everyone else could go to hell. All the stereotypes that everyone wants to put on of what you should do and the wedding and the dress and what lesbians should look like and all of those, that doesn't matter. I don't care. This is me. And it's my sexuality is like saying I have blue eyes. Right. You know, it's just another part of me. But it's me. And to be happy, you have to look, for me, stop making those excuses and look at really who you are.
I think you came on here asking, you know, the wrong question. It's like, how do I work on my relationships with other people? And I think it's how do you work on you leave here today working on the relationship with you. That's going to be the doorway that you got to walk through. And I need to tell you that that doesn't happen overnight. It's a learned behavior. It's not something you're going to show up tomorrow, look in the mirror and say, oh, I feel great about myself. But if you do it today and you do it tomorrow and you do it the next day and you do it the next day and you just keep showing up until you start liking the person you see a little better every day. And I can tell you it gets better.
It does. Yes. We thank you so much for being here today, sharing your story. Thank you. All right, everybody, we want you to stick around because our camera crew hit the streets of Los Angeles and you are not going to want to miss what they found. There's more with the Daily Helpline right after this. Coming up.
Wow.
Okay, so hey.
And I thought I was brutally honest. Woo!
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.